We're live, boys.
You're listening to the We Talk Nerd podcast about gaming, movies, and everything nerd. I'm your host, Brandon.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Rob.
And this week, big week for us. We're doing that big giveaway, but we're going to start off like every week and talk to Rob and see what he's been up to.
Yeah, I heard I could get a copy of Forsaken if I showed up tonight. Is that what I heard?
You hadn't read the rules then, have you? You can't win, bro.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just heard I get free Destiny. So, yeah, so it's good to be back. I was not here last week. I want to thank Jared for coming in, filling in for me. And I used that time wisely. I played a life-changing game, and I played another game that not quite as life-changing. So that game is Vampire, and it's fun. It's cool, but it's so buggy in places, and but I think there's something to be found, like kind of underneath. So I'm gonna stick with it, and I'm gonna finish it up. It's kind of got its hooks in me right now.
Okay.
But the game that I've been really enjoying is Yoku's Island Express, and that might be game of the year in my opinion.
Game of the year.
Yeah, you might remember we made fun of it.
No, we didn't. We didn't make fun of it. We didn't.
Yeah,
make
we
fun
totally
of it.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
it got high
you
ratings.
did, and I won't stand for your bigotry and game racism. So I'm here to spread the good word that it's a great game, and it's beyond even like an 8 out of 10. Like it's game of the year.
So a review later. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we get a little bit into it. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, what about you, Andrew?
So this will be also talked about later because me and my wife have been playing Overcooked, and it's an older game, yes, but really it's such a good fun party game, and with the kids there too, they're just enjoying like us just just trying to get through the levels. So Overcooked's great, which Overcooked 2 came out. So
that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna just dive into that a little bit later. Not the actual game of like the scores and how it got released. So, been playing that. Been playing some World of Warcraft, a little bit of World of Warcraft, but actually it's just a lot of community stuff, and our community is just growing every day. Got a lot of stuff to do. Not much gaming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll change in the upcoming weeks with, WoW and, with Monster Hunter World on PC, that sort of stuff. I hope so. So how about you?
And that game we're looking forward to in September dropping.
September.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yep.
For PS4.
I have to get back into the swing of new games dropping and everything.
Oh, look at that swing of new games.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't been playing really anything new. I've been doing a little bit more No Man's Sky, restarted on it, working my way through there. WoW, of course. We've got the pre-launch event. We'll talk about a little bit more here in a bit.
Of course.
And a little bit of... I can never get away from Civ. And if I ever have a moment where like I only got like 15 minutes to do something, I always play a little bit of Civ. It's always fun.
And they're still updating that game, right? They're still updating that.
Civ 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Fun game.
So, yeah, we did mention the PixelPub 10K member giveaway. So that's happening sometime during this stream, and we're giving away tonight. And this Destiny 2 Forsaken expansion plus annual pass on a platform of your choice.
$70.
It's expensive bundle, and I assume it's going to be lasting throughout the rest of the year. That's the year 2 for Destiny. So
I'm jealous.
Yeah, this is only one of 2 ways I know how to save that $70.
And what's the other way, Rob?
Oh, it's the one I'm going to use.
I think I'll copy you on that one.
So the giveaway really is a celebration of PixelPub, our community of our Discord server hitting 10,000 members. I still really can't believe it. It's an amazing.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, and it's growing every day. And we have more games coming out, and just more people coming in and enjoying what we have to offer. So yeah. So if you're tuning in today and you're live in our chat, you have the winning option here. So yes, people did follow the directions and tweet at us, but you are the people that are going to ultimately have the chance to win. So if you need some details, and there's still time to enter before we actually give it away, there's a command in chat, at least for Twitch, is !10k give. Gives you some information there. And I'll just actually put in the website now in chat for everyone to see. Since we'll have people rolling in, but depending on how we want to do this, I have the drawing based on a specific hashtag, but then I want to verify that you're actually a viewer too. So make sure to turn on your DMs in Twitter. Possibly you're going to use that. And as a side note, we are also giving away Darksiders franchise pack, the Steam key, in our Discord server. So if you join the Discord, level up by chatting with others, you'll unlock the giveaway channel, and then you can also win stuff there. All right.
Yeah, and that's true most weeks. We pretty much have giveaways going all the time, and sometimes we give away stuff on the show.
Yeah.
And if you're not listening live and you're listening at a later time and date on, let's say, iTunes or Google Play or something, try to be live next time, and we might be doing another giveaway. And sorry for boring you that little bit at the beginning, but yeah, we're gonna jump right in at Rob's stuff he wanted to talk about last week, but didn't get to. So, yeah, take it away, Rob.
Okay. So yeah, some news that I'm really hyped about, actually, and some Destiny news. I think this might actually be the biggest news Destiny's had.
Oh, come on, man. That's rough. All right, go ahead.
So there's a Patreon campaign to create a Destiny skin for D&D. So
I like that.
You're actually going to be able to roll your own D&D and go out there with your Hawk Moons and Jelly Horns and take down some monsters using, I think it's D&D 5th edition rules, which is pretty cool. I think that's going to be a good time. There's some cool minis out for Destiny, so I think you could actually do a nice tabletop setup. I would love to give it a try.
Yeah,
that might be the best way for me to play it.
Yeah, Destiny's a really creative universe to kind of use with the D&D campaigns. That's pretty cool.
I agree.
Their world building is really top notch. Despite maybe not necessarily having all the story and lore kind of spelled out, they do have a lot of things that you go, oh, this is really interesting, and you can tell the world feels lived in, as opposed to some areas where it's just so like sterile. So it's a cool idea.
And if you played the game a lot like me, you kind of want to encompass like your Titan, or you want to encompass the Warlock or the Hunter. And I feel like if you have all of these powers now, you can really just get into the story of it, actually create your own story out of the Destiny lore. That's really cool.
Yeah. So if you were interested in checking out, you can just Google Patreon Destiny campaign. It was on all the news sites. It's actually a little old now. That was something I put in for last week. Sounds like we never really got to. But another thing I was going to talk about last week was Assassin's Creed Odyssey trailer that dropped. Which it's been so long now I've kind of forgot what it what it looked like. But it was pretty much Origins, but in Greece. One thing I thought that was really cool about it, though, is they had a lot of the Grecian inspired, like the gods and the statues and everything, and they definitely have like a Mount Olympus type of feel to it. So I think I don't want to say more lush, because there was definitely some lush areas of Origins, but it definitely seems a bit more relatable, I guess. Like, I was kind of blown away that Egypt looked the way it did, and I really had problems like recognizing certain areas. I mean, of course, the pyramids, but some of the other areas you're not so clear on. Whereas Greece, it made a lot more sense. And of course, they had dubstep in the trailer.
You have to have it with Greece.
Authentic Greek music.
It makes
What else
sense
we
to
got
me.
this week?
Yeah, moving on to that, we actually had a Nintendo Direct today that was solely for the new Smash game coming out. And I know there's a lot of fans of Smash out there.
Oh yeah,
they showed the collector's edition with the controller. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about a whole lot of stuff because it was a lot of stuff they talked about. But some of the big points is probably the new fighters they've announced, because everybody's here in this one. Yeah. So some of the new fighters is Simon from Castlevania, King K. Rool, he's from Donkey Kong. You remember that guy? And they also announced some Echoes, which is like the alternative skin for some of the other fighters that usually have like a unique move set, that kind of thing. What they had an Echo for Simon, which is Riker. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ryder, something like that. Anyway, he's also
Riker.
from one of the other games. Yeah, Riker.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, do they have, like, I'm wondering if all these characters, they're going to have some characters that, you know, have the same skin, or have the different skin, but play the same way. That's kind of where I'm pretty sure some of them will, so.
You think it should be like a Ryu Ken situation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some of them will be.
Just because I can't let it go. You said it's so weird, I didn't realize what you're talking about. That's Richter Belmont. Richter, which is a German name.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. Thanks, Rob, for correcting that.
I'm always here to give useless knowledge. People will remember for as soon as I'm done saying it.
Yeah. We have Dark Samus. If you can imagine what that is, it is a Samus in black armor.
From Metroid Prime 3?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And Chrome, which is an echo of Roy from Fire Emblem.
I love Roy. Yeah, he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
Let's isolate that. So we can play it back anytime we want.
Yeah.
I love Roy.
Yeah, I love Roy.
Don't clip that.
But that's just a little quick thing. If you want to look into it, I'm sure there's plenty of info on Smash. But we're going to move a little bit away from that. And what is something that you've been wanting in one of your Game of the Year candidates? For me, is New Game Plus and God of War.
Wow, nice.
And that's finally coming at the end of the month on the 20th. And I want to say good job, Reddit, because that was a big thing on the God of War Reddit, was people almost every single day making a post about where's New Game Plus? Where's New Game Plus?
But really, what is it going to have in it, though? That's the thing, right?
You know they had to be thinking that up because they've had New Game Plus for all the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't anything really new. I think they were just asking for, please give us what you've given us before. It's just now you never have to release the game complete nowadays. You can just patch it in a little bit later.
It's just the thing where I don't know, people want to replay the game, but they want to keep like their progression still there, but also just replay it with like being stupid OP.
Gotcha.
And that's what New Game Plus gives you. You to be stupid OP. I mean, they might throw in some cosmetic stuff. I know Horizon did. If you beat the game on New Game Plus, you get like special outfits and stuff for Alien. That kind of thing.
Good on
some
them
people
for
just like
listening.
to play the game over and over again. Can't knock it. Good game.
Especially for that game, yeah.
Definitely. But talking about something you won't have to restart, much like New Game Plus, is the Fallout 76 beta will be the entire game. And your progression that you make in beta will carry over to the full release when it releases. Yep.
But what progression is there? I thought like
there's like level progressions. Sure, like if you have a base set up and you're like save like your preset base setup, I guess you save that. Whatever materials you've collected, I guess you get to keep. Armor you've got, perks, that kind of thing. I'm sure you get to keep.
Okay. I'm more excited now, actually.
But let me take away your excitement a bit and say this game is not going to be on Steam. It's going to be on that exclusive Bethesda.net that we all love to use for all our other games. I love
installing that.
Yeah,
I never installed that actually. I've never seen it.
If you don't already have Battle.net, Steam, Origin, the Ubisoft Game Player, GOG, and the Epic Game Launcher, and all the other ones that's out there, now you're going to have one for Bethesda games.
No. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking I've never used. First of all, I've never used the Bethesda.net one. Do they have any other games on there? Like
I don't think so.
Fallout 4?
Maybe.
Or...
I don't know.
Because everything is through Steam, from I know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they could release some of the stuff that is a little bit older. Like if they could maybe even integrate like some of the streaming capabilities and have some like Daggerfall playable through the web. I could see that being available. I mean, a lot of these games that they have from years and years ago are pretty small. They could stream them.
To me, it gets annoying to have a launcher for every single company.
Yeah. And especially a launcher that is not as as good as, let's say, Steam, or doesn't have a lot of integrations like Battle.net. Like, for instance, the Ubisoft one is just basically bare bones, but it has a game library, though, and they're trying to build it up. Origin was that way back when, but now is actually still building up. But of course, you always go for the Steam or the Battle.net, and then if someone brings up a new one, I mean, maybe Bethesda will do well with it. I don't know.
Maybe.
I assume.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
It feels a little Me Too, and not in the, equality thing, but they just want to be like, like
me also.
Me as well. #
As willingly.
Yeah. And it all kind of started with Battle.net and with Blizzard, and to kind of circle around with that, Blizzard has come out and reported that they're currently working on quote-unquote multiple Diablo projects.
Whoa.
And they will have stuff to show us later this year about those projects.
So if you're a Diablo fan, go to BlizzCon.
Of course, Reddit got into this and dug into it a little bit. But like, oh yeah, new heroes for Heroes of the Storm, and new skins, new icons for StarCraft 2. All these good Diablo projects. but hopefully that'll be a new Diablo game. Heck, I will even take a remastered version of Diablo 2 at this point.
That'd be great. Yep. So that might be one of the projects, right?
Yeah,
Remastered Diablo 2, which will set the hype for the next Diablo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the remaster for StarCraft, so I don't put it out of the realm of possibility for Blizzard to do a Diablo 2 remaster and even a Warcraft 3 remaster.
I think it's about time for another Diablo. Just don't mess it up this time. No real money auction house. Just that's all we ask for, really. So
yeah. And something more enjoyable to play besides, hey, this is the 15th season. Go back and grind all these mobs again for a different colored armor.
I mean, you'd be surprised. People are still
People love that.
People love that stuff. It's like I think I watched. Well, I didn't watch. I just saw the top Diablo stream. They're pulling still like 6K viewers for the season stuff.
Yeah. Well, they eventually got it right, and it's a great game now. And it was probably a year after launch. It really got good and fun. So I mean, there's probably a few games in my collection that I've played as much as Diablo 3. So while I would like it to be perfect on launch, I'm okay letting it grow into what it eventually needs to be. But we'll see.
Speaking of perfectly launched games, should I go into Disney too?
Yeah, go into it. Go into non-perfect launch stuff. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so we got some Destiny 2 news. First, I want to do some community news.
Oh, they're shutting it down?
No, community news. This is PixelPub community news for Wrath Incarnate members. So Wrath Incarnate, the inactive clan purge is about done. That means like we took everyone that hasn't been playing the game and kicked them. They are welcome back whenever they like. We have open spots. But just wanting to let everyone know that now's the time to invite your friends to get people active and get more active members into your clan, and in the community in general. So they're all like level 6 clans, so they have all the perks unlocked. There's spots open. Make sure to get them right away. I saw a purge happen. And you don't come back from that. It was, once it happened, it was done. It's pretty simply just a click of a button and you join again. It's
not bad. You wear different costumes and you run around. And
it's not too bad. It's
usually at night, like one night a year. I think we do this.
So we have some really awesome news, and you guys even watched the raid trailer that came out today. This is a new raid trailer for Forsaken, and they tweeted it out. As a matter of fact, I'd say if you're a Destiny fan, go see it. They have a lot of good stuff there. The raid looks huge. Like they were just walking around. Every single frame looked like a different area and a different place that you could kill enemies, traverse through, find secrets, whatever it may be. They was showing off a lot of new supers. So even from like the new Titan hammer to a warlock jumping in the air and then using the beam of lightning to I think there were Arc Strider. Rob, you said was spinning the staff and deflecting bullets. You liked that. You liked it. I know you liked it.
I liked when Deadpool did it. It was pretty cool.
I always
take inspiration from different places. That's cool.
I always feel like
use other people's good ideas.
I should never add them in these comments. Add
the Destiny raids always do feel very large and big and grandiose. That's cool.
So yeah, they promise a lot of things. It's just like, you know, the words splash up. You know, you got you know, more lore, more things to unlock. Check out this new event that's happening. Survive it, and then of course gear. They're trying to sell it to you, and of course, you know, it's a lot of info. I just hope it's worth the $70 that I'm going to be paying for the expansion and the annual pass. Because if I'm going to get the expansion, I'm going to get the annual pass. Just put it that way.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be a game without it.
It wouldn't be the complete game. You're right.
Yeah, it kind of wouldn't be. So they also, this week, they did a combat reveal stream. This combat reveal stream was the Sandbox team, which is the PvP team, showing off the new changes, because PvP is not in a good spot. It really isn't. It was in a worse spot, you know, but they kind of brought it back. This time they're making basically an overhaul of it. They have a YouTube video up on their you know, it's just the whole stream there. The time to kill, basically, right? So think of Destiny 1 if you're a Destiny 1 fan. They're kind of bringing it back to like a triple tap. Like you have boom, 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 that guy's dead, no matter what. Like two body shots, one headshot, it's over. And then they showed like pulse rifles doing a lot more, and then like just a lot of different guns, especially the bow, the new exotic bow, where you can see enemies through walls. I mean, that's cool. A lot of information right there. Like you can see that enemy coming there. Okay, I'm just gonna, you know, pop him in the head when he comes out, and then finish him off with one shot. They showed that a lot. They showed a lot of changes with of course the supers, and of course they showed more exotics. They showed Cosmo was doing 3 shotguns, just because he wanted to show it off. And of course, they kind of showed a little bit of the mod system as well, but they didn't go in depth. Overall, I like the stream, but I think they could have done better with showing off more information about what they were doing, because if you watch the stream, they were kind of laid back, and it didn't look serious. Bungie's kind of like they're on their last. Like they're really trying. They're on the last leg, and they're kind of like laughing about it, and they're like these things are happening, and you know the chat's going nuts. Like they're saying a lot of good things, but they have to promise, they have to follow through, right? So I would have liked a bit more detail, but overall, I think any PvP Destiny fan should go watch that video and see how the time to kills changed, and then I think get a little bit more excited. That's Destiny news right there.
Oh, yay. Finally done with Ender talking.
No. I got one more thing for you, because it's the Destiny like, you know, you got the Anthem stuff. It's very short. Anthem news. Actual Anthem
hold on.
news.
I'm going to pay attention to this.
Yeah. So,
hey, everybody.
It came out, the PAX West, if you go on their website, it says Anthem will be listed there on Saturday, on September 1st. And from 1:30 to 2:30, I assume it's going to be streamed because it says main theater. I don't really know. I hope more news will come up anyway. But it says, join the BioWare team for an exclusive look at the dangerous world of Anthem. Learn more about how you'll become a hero in your story in this shared universe, and then featuring the unscripted antics of some lead minds behind the game. But you know, nothing more. They didn't say anything like, oh, show gear or show story. It's just, you know, a panel possibly.
It kind of sounds like they may dive into the story a bit. Just from that title.
I know some Anthem fans are just hungry for anything to talk about, especially the YouTubers.
Especially for as soon as it's coming out relatively soon. We don't have a full amount of stuff to go off of.
Yeah, not too much, but it's still very exciting to see the gameplay, and and to have the news that comes out of the people that have actually played it saying it feels nice, like the flying feels great. You know, a little dig on Destiny. It's like it feels fast, you know, like that sort of thing. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
And that's me for the news.
That's kind of it on news stuff, and we'll just move into some reviews and new thing. And Rob's got a review.
Yep, I certainly do. I kind of maybe tipped my hand a little bit early in the stream where I was talking about this life-changing game, Yoku's Island Express. It's a charming, chill game. The way I would describe it is you are a beetle and you're dragging around a kind of like a golf ball looking thing, and it's attached to your leg. And as you go along, it follows with you. And what ends up happening is you get into these areas where you have like pinball paddles, and you can start knocking the ball around, and the bugs being trailed behind it. And the whole key is you need to collect fruits so that you can unlock certain areas. And these new areas, you go and you deliver mail and you help people. So super simplistic. And at first I'm like, this has got to be the dumbest game I've ever seen. But it's so addictive. And the actual physics for the pinball are actually pretty decent. So there's some parts where it's kind of scripted where, okay, if you hit it and just click the bumper or the flipper, you'll go through. But there's some areas where you actually have to kind of time it right and hit it at different angles to unlock more stuff. It's super satisfying when you knock open a new area, or you break apart these slugs that kind of explode. So it's a really cool adventure game with puzzle elements and pinball gameplay. I picked it up on the Xbox, but it is available on Switch. I think it'd be like a perfect game to just take with you on the go and be able to play anywhere. So I'm gonna just say they were selling it at one point for $10. If you can find it for $10, that is like a no-brainer. But even at $20, I'd still say it's a 9 out of 10. It's that good of a game. You will find hours and hours and hours of gameplay out of this. But they throw it on sale from time to time, so
nice.
Keep an eye out for it. It's put out by the people that made the Worms games. So Team 17.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with them, like they've got good quality. They're not AAA titles, but they are, they always have good production values. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, you can't help but, get into the game and kind of enjoy it. And it's got it almost kind of has like an Earthworm Jim type of feel in certain areas where everything looks really, really odd. So, it's a cool art style, and I really enjoyed it. So, that's awesome. 9 out of 10 for me.
Awesome. I think I might pick that up after I maybe dive into some Octopath. So, we'll see. Yeah, cool, awesome.
There's nothing I'm gonna be checking out for a while except for WoW. And speaking of WoW, let's jump right into it. I want to tell you about the Battle of Lordaeron, which still is the last event in the War of Thorns. And after Tuesday of next week, there'll be no more. So just to give you this is a short scenario. You're rewarded with a couple of weapon transmogs that's probably already in the game. That's about it. So no mount like you got last week. But I think the real reward in this short event is the cutscenes we get to see. So if you do this event, you can see a couple of really cool cutscenes, which I think are some of the best Blizzard have put out. And of course, it has a couple of memes that spawn from certain moments, without giving too much away. And but what really stood out to me the most is how they painted the map and how, when you first load into the scenario, how it looks. So you come in and you're on a beach, and it honestly kind of looks like a scene out of like Saving Private Ryan or something, or like you're on a beach in Normandy during D-Day. There's ash and embers all in the air flying around. You can hear gunshots and weapons clashing in the background, in your speakers. And you're just like, you're running up to the walls of this huge city, and you're fighting over it. And it's probably one of the most unique experiences I've ever had in the World of Warcraft, especially in modern World of Warcraft. And so, it's just something really short. It doesn't last any longer than maybe 30 minutes, but it's really cool. It's really unique, and you should definitely try it out before it's gone.
Oh, gone? Like, I thought it was required to go through it, right?
Nope.
No, it's just going to be gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be gone. It's just part of the pre-patch stuff.
The world event, like the stuff that happened, I'm going back a little ways, but before Deathwing showed up, there was a bunch of stuff you could do to, before he got summoned. The world started breaking a little bit.
Yep.
Of course,
they did that for the Legion
9 years ago.
Yeah, there's usually always some kind of pre-patch event. Some little nice stuff. It's always fun, but it always goes away.
I will dive into that 100% this weekend.
Really cool stuff. And just there's a one part of the cutscenes that really stood out to me was that it was a shot-for-shot recreation of a cutscene that happens in Warcraft 3. And it's really cool on how
awesome
they use all the same camera angles, all the same locations. It's really, really awesome.
That's gonna bring back memories. Right
Even
there.
the music's the same. It was really, really cool.
Okay, I have to get into that now. Maybe after this podcast. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's really short. It don't take that long. But give me some game scores about some upcoming games that just came out.
Yeah. So
before we do that,
let's
let's do like just a quick reminder on folks that are here that might be wondering about a certain giveaway. Maybe the stuff that they should know about, links that they should check into. If you want to paste that in chat.
Sure. Yeah, we still have a chance for winning the giveaway. The giveaway being Forsaken plus annual pass and platform of your choice. Oh my goodness! I got to pick some. Okay, fine. Here, I'll wear it. Here.
Yeah, wear your dirty shirt.
I'll just wear it here. Thank you, wife. Unscripted. Oh,
That was funny.
Great. Okay. A little distracted, but okay. Yeah, we have. I'm gonna post this. I gotta find it now. I will post the link. You can also use exclamation point 10K give, and that will also give you the information. Okay.
I wonder how many people just thought you were gonna take your shirt off and change.
No. Can't do that on Twitch. Can't do it on Twitch, man.
Are you doing lewds? Is that what this is all about now? Is that what we become?
She showed it. It was like, that's a very nice pixel. We have merch. I'm just kind of putting it out there. It's very nice. And these guys are also wearing, so it's the blue. All right. There we go.
I'm ready to the first run, and it's kind of a little faded now.
Thanks for beta testing the shirt.
Yeah, I beta tested the shirt, and it's a little faded.
We can get you another one. It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah.
So some game scores. So
before we jump into this one,
what you got?
No, I just know you're gonna lead off with Dead Cells, and I just didn't know if you guys may have seen the whole IGN thing surrounding this.
No, what's up?
Go ahead and do the review, and then I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay, sure. I mean, it's pretty short. This is for the games of the week that have come out, and we use Metacritic, and Metacritic, compiles all the critic scores and user scores. Dead Cells being the first one, released on PS4, PC, Switch, and Xbox on August 7th. Now, this was I think it was a early access game on Steam, but then they released it to everything else. 87. I have heard so many good things about this game. I actually have it on Steam. I can't wait to actually have time to try to play it. But even the user score is 8.3. Looks very good, man. So what's the news on it?
Not really news. Is that a YouTuber? He made a review for Dead Cells, and IGN made a complete copy of that review, like word for word, 100% plagiarized copy, and used it as the official IGN review for Dead Cells.
Wow.
And when that came out, they took it down, and it had this whole big letter of they take their because apparently they hire out different reviewers and stuff to do the reviews.
Yeah.
So they said they take the review process very seriously and stuff like that. But it just kind of goes to show you that IGN is.
Yeah, IGN definitely takes it serious. That's why they give them a 9 out of 10 every year.
Yep.
That hurts reputation, that's for sure.
That's a sad story for a game that is way too good to be brought down by dumb news like that. That's crazy that even happened. But Dead Cells, even I have played. And it's too hard for me because I'm not a very good gamer. But it's good if you're into roguelikes and you're looking at challenging games like Cuphead or something like that. This game is exactly that. It's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, so more games that have come out this week. I mentioned before, me and my wife played Overcooked. We actually beat Overcooked. We might get Overcooked 2, which was released on PS4, PC, Switch, and Xbox on August 7th. For the critics, there's 24 critics that rated it, 82. Very nice score.
That's a good score.
Good.
Yeah, and I actually really like the first one a lot. It's just crazy goofy. Team play. I actually recommend it if you want a good nice party game, yelling at each other. Another one is, now this is an older game, but I actually haven't played it, and I should get it. Is Okami HD on the Switch, and it was released August 9th. Obviously, it will be released tomorrow.
Was the HD version only on the Switch?
I believe no, it's on PC.
They've been releasing that and re-releasing it for years.
Yeah, re-releasing it. But for now, it's like my only gaming platform right now that I can have is like the Switch. So this is where I might actually purchase it. And I got a 90, and it's a very good game. It's like the Zelda-like of that time. Now, the biggest game that has been released this week is Monster Hunter World for the PC. And that's, I just saw, I mean, it will be released tomorrow. Actually, maybe possibly midnight. But I've already seen some streamers stream it. It looks beautiful. Looks pristine on PC. Now, the same bugs occur, I think, with the matchmaking system, or not matchmaking, but like the friend system, and trying to network with each other. But other than that, the gameplay looks smooth. Looks great on PC. And I can't wait to dive into this. I've been waiting for this for a while.
I was looking forward to it for a while, but now I think I'm gonna catch it on a sale.
Catch it on a sale? I mean, that's a good, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe if like there's a lot of hype and a lot of friends play it, I mean, you might want to dive into it sooner.
Maybe. But I got WoW to play, so I ain't got time for that.
That is true. That's very true. That's all the game scores for this week, yeah.
All right, good stuff. And then before we move completely away from game stuff, I do want to, Jared wanted me to mention this. I totally forgot to bring it up earlier. But Madden does come out, I believe, tomorrow or the 10th. So on Friday. But us here in the PixelPub, we are going to have a franchise, and that in the Madden channel. But it's going to be a simulation league. Pretty standard rules. There's going to be a fantasy draft involved. But go check out the Madden channel for all the details on that if you're into the football stuff and into Madden. So, there you go.
Very cool.
All right, moving on to the movies, TV world of things. There's quite a bit of superhero-related stuff this week, so just go ahead and jump right into it. Ruby Rose, if you know who that is, you may have seen her on Orange is the New Black, but she has been cast as Batwoman in the debut show. And I think Rob mentioned this earlier. I think it is actually a gay Batwoman. I think it was the first lesbian superhero on TV.
Oh, I don't know if that's the case. I just know in the comics she's well known for being out and a good role model in that way. She rarely actually fits in with the Batman mythos. Like, she's tangentially part of it, but she doesn't really show up that often. Like, they'll do crossovers from time to time, but for the most part, she's her own person in Gotham, which is cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm not big on the CW shows, so I don't know if I'll check it out or not. There's I've talked about it before. There's just the quality of CW that kind of strikes me as low quality, and it doesn't pique my interest.
Well, Batwoman is more of like detective and solve crimes and that sort of thing. More of like probably like a Sherlock Holmes type of deal. There's some supernatural from time to time, but for the most part, it's in that vein. Whereas Batgirl is, fighting and action and all that stuff all the time. So I think it's really interesting that they went Batwoman over Batgirl.
Yeah, I was actually surprised about that too.
I'll probably check it out.
Good stuff. And sticking to the same kind of league of things, apparently Warner Brothers is in development right now of making this Superman movie. So I know Rob was saying he's not sure if he believes that or not.
Oh, I just don't know if they're going to follow through with a lot of this stuff. So, Warner Brothers came out and said, hey, you Marvel folks, you're having all that fun over there, making all that money with those good movies. We're going to go ahead and shovel some crap onto the theater screens and have you guys show up for it. And unfortunately, that hasn't gone according to plan. People have showed up, but they haven't been able to make them,
People showed up, but I don't think the movie showed up.
No one. It's really rare to say like any of those Warner Brothers movies were, my favorite comic book movie, with the exception of maybe Wonder Woman. But even that was just
still good.
It's good, but it's not better than like Winter Soldier or Black Panther or maybe even Guardians or Ant-Man. So I put it up there as a good one, but it definitely falls behind some of my favorites in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I think Warner Brothers actually came out and said that while they were planning on doing their big focus on the shared universe like Marvel's they're actually going to fall back and just produce solo films and only really focus on the solo film aspect. So maybe that'll make things better. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We have some movies coming out here soon. We got Aquaman and stuff, so we'll see. But
yeah, Aquaman's got to go off big, otherwise there's some issues. Although I'll be honest, it doesn't look bad.
it better not flop. Haha.
Oh no! Oh
God.
I mean, they could always bank on Wonder Woman 2, right?
Yeah, Wonder Woman 84. Yeah,
They could do that. Yeah.
yeah. But moving on, apparently the Cyborg movie that was once talked about is actually still in development and should begin filming in 2020, says the star Joe Morton. So
what did you think of Cyborg in Justice League? Were you like, oh, I can't wait to watch a 2.5-hour movie about this guy?
no, it was incredibly underwhelming.
Very underwhelming.
Everything about him, especially, was pretty underwhelming. The fact that it's a whole CGI suit means that they're going to be spending like crazy money on the budget to CGI render a suit.
Really familiar about another Warner Brothers movie that came out.
You figured they learned from that.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that would be Green Lantern. Yeah.
Welcome to the big time, kids.
Yeah. We got the Flash movie. Yeah, the Flash movie is going to start filming in February of next year.
That I'm more interested in, actually. I think his character is better.
Do an interesting, like, kind of plot. Maybe like a, I don't know. Flash always has these interesting, kind of series and stuff that he kind of goes off on. So maybe they'll do something nice with that.
And he was funny, and I liked his character in Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good comedic relief in a very much needed movie. Moving on from that, surprisingly, in the next Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Far, Far From Home, we will see Samuel L. Jackson and Kobe Smulders reprise their role as their agent characters, Shield agent characters.
But how?
Well, yeah, of course we know. I mean, Spider-Man,
Yeah.
we know something's gonna resolve itself.
Okay,
and,
I gotcha.
Yeah. That they're just putting that out there in the universe.
Watch Infinity War and then do it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call it the Rob because I'm not sure how to say this guy's last name either.
Favreau.
Yeah, Favreau. Jon Favreau. Yeah, from Iron Man and some other Marvel movies. He's directing the live action Star Wars series for the Disney streaming service, and he has got $100 million budget to work with.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh.
So,
that's Game of Thrones money.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So hopefully we get a Game of Thrones level of quality and a Star Wars show.
Actually, that's Lord of the Rings on Amazon Prime money as well.
It sure is.
Yeah, man. TV is expensive nowadays.
TV is expensive. It really is. And I hope they're really good quality stuff because they're most likely going to be competitors, in their streaming realms. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. And this is some pretty big news that kind of a shock to some people, but there's going to be a new Star Trek series with Patrick Stewart coming here very soon.
So it's not the Discovery series, which is the the current one, and we kind of hit up chat to see what they thought of it, and I kind of got some mixed reactions overall. It seems like it's okay, but not particularly great. But they're going to make a whole new series. It's really rare to have them with two Star Trek series at one time, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how this works.
And was it confirmed that he's going to be it's going to be a lead man or him, or if he's just making like a small role?
He's coming back as Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise.
But I mean, we've had Kirk come back before, but is he going to be a lead man, or is it just kind of going to be like, oh, look, there he is in the background, and then that kind of thing? You know what I mean?
When Kirk came back, he had a perm, so I don't know how they're going to do that with Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart, by the way, we should be
that's
respectful.
right.
Patrick
That's
Stewart.
right.
I forgot.
Yep.
Need to add his title on there because he is a knight.
Yes.
And,
Knighted.
Knighted. Yes. Somebody wanted to add on there that Netflix will not be carrying any new Marvel movies once Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out.
No.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the last one.
You won't see Captain Marvel or Infinity War 2 or anything like that because those are going to be on Disney service. Yep. So if you want to watch some Marvel movies, you have to fork over another probably $5 to $7, $8 to Disney for their stuff. But
I mean, I think it even extends beyond Marvel movies too. I think it's like all Disney movies.
Yeah.
Like
it'll probably be
the last one.
It'll probably be all of the Disney works moving over. The only thing that Netflix for sure will be getting new things of is their current Defender series, like Daredevil and the Punisher, and those characters will still get new seasons and stuff on Netflix. But that'll be it.
So really, the only news, really the only news that's been coming out is like what is kind of coming or getting off of other platforms and putting it into Disney. Nothing like the price, where it's gonna live, that sort of thing. 4K, none of that yet. All right, so I guess or when it's gonna be released.
But it sounds like it's gonna be it's gonna be pretty soon if Ant-Man and the Wasp is gonna be the last.
Yeah, within the next 6 months. I
don't know because Ant-Man and the Wasp isn't coming out when the DVD drops. It's going to come out a year from now. So,
it'll be out in a year. But I mean, that's still relatively.
That's pretty soon. Yeah, it's pretty soon.
Oh, but I did see. I don't remember total details on this. Off on a tangent here, but Disney won't actually own the rights to stream their original Star Wars movies until like 2026 or something.
2024. They sold the TV rebroadcasting rights, which somehow somebody overlooked that they included the streaming rights. Damn. So they are not able to stream this movie their movies on the series. And just to be clear, none of the prequels or the original trilogy. The prequels I could care less on. The original trilogy, that's pretty big news. So Turner Broadcast Systems, TBS, I think is who has it. So they have it through 2024. So look out for Turner streaming service coming to a Roku near you.
Wow.
And you can watch Phantom Menace over and over again.
That's what I would like to do. Podcasts or not? Yeah, or the well, not podcasts. What are they called again? Pod racers. That's what I thought.
Pod racers. Yeah.
Pod racers, man.
Now this is
podcasting.
Podcast.
Now this is podcast. I'm pretty excited about this. Rob actually has a comic review to do this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I was going to build it up. I was going to say now's the time everyone's been waiting for, and then
sorry,
get ready.
I spared
it's a
chat
comic review. Yeah. So I thought I would I haven't had as much time to read a lot of the graphic novels, so the days of taking in a 300-page graphic novel and talking about it every week are probably done. But I do want to stay kind of current and talk about some of the newer comics that are dropping. So today was the release of Fantastic Four #1. Which might be surprising to some people because it's been around since the 60s. How could this possibly be Fantastic Four #1? This is, as far as I know, the third volume from Fantastic Four. They had the original, as I mentioned, in the 60s. 2012, they re-released with Fantastic Four #1 again. And they wrapped that one up by basically throwing Reed Richards and Sue Storm into the universe, presumably lost or dead forever. So right now, Thing and the Torch remain in New York City, and they're kind of living life as normal. They have been searching for Reed Richards and Sue Storm, but they have not come across any information about where they are actually at. So this talks a little bit about some of how they're coping with their day-to-day life now that Reed and Sue are not around. So the Thing decides to take a major step forward in his personal life. So if you are a Fantastic Four fan, he's making a pretty big leap forward that probably a lot of fans would say is a long time coming. So no spoilers on that, but it's pretty important in that respects. Johnny has to come to grips with his friend and family he has lost. He's struggling to accept that. And the story is a bit about how that comes around. There's also kind of a funny little flashback, a micro story about Johnny Storm having a beautiful singing voice and singing his way home from the multiverse because his voice is attenuated to Earth's frequencies. So he has to lead everything back. So that's the kind of stories you get in Fantastic Four.
Gotcha.
Kind of surreal, crazy, cosmic. But it was actually kind of cool because he's sitting there singing Dankeschön, and which is like a Las Vegas lounge act kind of song. Wayne Newton made it famous, so kind of funny that that's what brought them back from the deep reaches of space. There's also a pretty cool Doctor Doom standalone story at the end. He is also back. I didn't realize it, but he was gone, but not anymore. And there's a surprise reveal at the end of the comic. You may or may not be surprised at what happens based upon how much people are talking about who they are missing. So because it's kind of predictable, and it's 44 pages of not a whole lot happening, with the exception of the big jump forward in Things Life and Johnny Storm singing his way home. There wasn't really a whole lot else going on. So I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Better than your average. It's a good reintroduction to the Fantastic Four if you haven't been following them. The art's nice, but not spectacular. And it's written by Dan Slott, who's very famous for writing X-Men and Amazing Spider-Man. So, good pedigree of writer there.
Yeah, we touch on all things nerd. We touched D&D to like pinball games to news, movies, and then of course comics. So thank you, Rob.
Yeah, we talk nerd. I heard.
Yeah, it's been an all-out nerd week here on the We Talk Nerd podcast.
Now, where's the Fantastic Four like in the movies again? Like I know the rights.
They were over at Fox, but now they're currently in the process of maybe being unsnapped.
They're coming home. They're coming home, and that's probably why you're seeing some of the stuff re-releasing. You'll see, for a while they killed every mutant on the planet, and that's when Fox had all the X-Men rights. So, there's something to be said for that. They weren't putting out comic series, and I think they were trying to not drum up much interest in the Fantastic Four either. So, it's good to see them back. They're such an important part of the universe. That said, they've always been kind of a lame part of the universe, so we'll see if they can keep it fresh and make it fun. Nothing I read today was that incredible.
Gotcha.
If they do end up putting them into the movie sphere of things, I'm really interested to see on how they do it.
Yeah,
it'll be pretty. Yeah. I could definitely see. Number one, they'd probably take a little bit of the load off of Tony Stark being the genius that figures out everything. It'd be probably more Reed Richards. And also Black Panther would probably have more of a collaborator with Reed Richards. Thing would be nice to see as the strong guy running around. Don't always have to have Hulk, so that'd be cool. And of course, Human Torch would probably look pretty awesome in CGI.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Silver Surfer isn't part of that same thing, is it? Or is he? Okay, same thing. Okay, nice, cool.
Actually, yeah, he should be on by them because
you get so let's talk just a little bit about this. Fantastic Four is not just the Fantastic Four in terms of cinematic universe. You get whenever there was a first appearance of someone in there. So in addition to the Fantastic Four, they'll also get back Silver Surfer.
Okay.
They'll get back Galactus, which is the huge world eater.
Mm-hmm.
They'll also get Doctor Doom, which is pretty huge.
Yeah.
And I want to say they'll also get back Namor, which is the Submariner. So really strong guy, kind of Marvel's version of Aquaman. He's very different though, much more militant.
Did you say Mermaid Man?
Yeah, basically Mermaid Man.
Well, what about Barnacle Boy?
Oh yeah, we gotta get Barnacle Boy in there too.
Nice. Of course.
Now we can get to what everybody's been waiting for. 20 questions.
No, this is a great interaction, especially with the people in chat and live chat. We're taking some pretty simple. I have the video game. You guys ask the questions. You guys and gals ask the questions. We'll actually pull from the viewers too. So
chat, whatever you think, just give us some things to ask Andrew, some hints, so we can actually figure out what game this is. And do we have anything to give away if chat gets it right? Besides,
Chad
yeah,
gets it
definitely.
right? No, yeah. Actually, we're gonna move
Yeah, the
instead
first
of.
person that gets it right, we've got an additional game key for them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So,
You
in-
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping up with the comic series, I'll be giving away a copy of Telltale's Batman.
Hey, thank you, Rob.
How about
Thank you.
that?
So if you're in chat and you can help us, or if you figure it out and guess it right in chat, Rob will give you a game,
Mhm.
and then we'll also give away another game. So 2 games this week.
Those games.
But I guess we do
I'm
have a game
ready.
in mind.
Yeah, I have the game. I'm ready for some questions.
I think we'll go ahead and start off like we always start and figure out about what time frame this game came out.
Now, I'm
So-
not sure, honestly, if we've chosen this, but it's been long enough that I think it's still relevant.
It's almost the norm. I think
Yeah.
it is the norm actually.
Yeah.
Now. But
Go for
did
it.
this come out after 2005?
No, it did not.
All right, so it's a pre-2005 game.
So it's not Destiny.
Not Destiny,
That's
Chad,
good.
or Anthem, or any of those things.
Right.
Um,
All right. So before 2005, was it before 2000?
It was before 2000.
Wow.
so we're getting old games. You guys,
Yeah.
old games. Okay. Do you think we need to break that down some more, Rob, or do you think we're comfortable with guessing some?
Maybe
And that-
95. That way we can try to get that sweet N64 era that he loves so much.
There's a lot of games in that era.
Yeah. So was it released after 95?
It was released after 95.
All right. So
Okay.
we're 95 to the end of
2000.
1999.
Or yeah, 1999. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a good solid time frame. It's first PlayStation, N64.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Don't forget the Game Boys. We've
the
had
Game
that show
Boys, of
before.
course. Yep. Yep.
We also have Dreamcast, as Andrew is fond of doing from time to time.
I love that system, man. Come on.
It's
I love
such a
that
good
system.
system. I'll give you that. It was only 3 months, so it's got to be a launch title if it is. So let's
Now-
try to narrow it down then.
So I see a lot of games in chat, but what we're trying to do, chat, is get closer to a game. So we want to be like, is it an RPG? Is it a FPS? Is it a platformer? Questions like that. Something we can get narrowed down before we start guessing actual name of the game.
There's a question. Thrust had, is it an RPG? You want to take that one?
Is it? Yep.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
do
that
it.
one. Take Thrust. Is it an
It's
RPG?
not an RPG.
Oh, thanks, Thrust. What are you doing to us? We need good quality questions that are right.
Good quality question. It's not RPG.
All right. Let's find out a little bit about the environment it's in. So is this a console exclusive?
This is a console exclusive.
Okay, that helps. So there you go, chat. We got to narrow this down. Is this a Nintendo? Is this a Dreamcast? Are we in Sega or Sony land?
We have
So-
was it a platformer in chat?
It is not a platformer.
Okay, that
Not
helps.
an RPG, not a platformer.
All right. Was it a PlayStation game?
It's not a PlayStation game.
Okay.
So we are thinking Nintendo or Dreamcast or
Yeah.
GameCube or Game Boy. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's hard to think it would be a Nintendo game if it's not a platformer or an RPG.
Oh, there's plenty of them. Let's just find
There are.
out. So, is it a Nintendo game?
It's a Nintendo game.
Okay. Okay. So, is it a handheld Nintendo game?
It is a handheld Nintendo game.
All right,
okay.
chat. So everything
Chat,
that we
look what we've
chat-
done for you.
It's yours for the taking, chat. Now.
So now we're in the realm of Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, when did the Advance come out? 96, 96 something like that?
After 2000.
After 2000? Okay, so it's Game Boy Color and Game Boy. So,
Or
yeah.
Virtual Boy.
Oh, because
You always leave that out. It's always possible.
is that is it
it's
Virtual
very
Boy
possible.
considered handheld? Is it just?
I
because
don't
you have
know,
the glo-
actually.
Just because you have the glove.
I don't know. I
The
don't
Virtual
know.
Boy?
The
It
vir-
was,
no,
it
the-
was the red light.
Yeah.
That you,
That was the
play
visor.
tennis.
And it had the Power Glove too, right?
I think so. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was the first foray into VR.
Yeah. All right, so we know it's not an RPG. I would kind of consider Pokemon an RPG, right?
I know there's a lot of Pokemon guesses in chat, but I think Pokemon falls as RPG for sure.
It is also not a platformer, so all the Kirby I won statements out there are sadly false.
That's also
So,
false. Yeah, it's not Kirby.
Yeah. Is it a puzzle game?
It is not a puzzle game.
Okay.
I mean, where are we at on question?
A 9.
10.
Oh, 10.
At the 10 mark.
Sorry. We've narrowed this thing down because they only released
Yeah.
1,000 games for the Game Boy, and we don't know what genre it is yet.
Yeah.
So we could be talking about.
Was WarioWare on the Game Boy?
Yeah, but wouldn't you consider that a platformer?
I don't know. Isn't WarioWare just like a collection of a bunch of mini games?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I would consider that either a puzzle game, which I just asked about, or
true.
a platformer. So
Yeah, it's
one of
true.
the two should cover
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, that's a good question, Thrust. Is it part of a franchise?
Yes. I mean, yeah, franchise. Yeah, yes.
Okay. Is it part of the Zelda franchise?
It's not part of the Zelda franchise.
Okay. That's the only one I was thinking there, because that's not really RPG. That's more of like an action adventure.
That's an action adventure.
Let's just find out if it's an action adventure game.
Yeah.
Or maybe a shooter, perhaps. Let's find out.
On the Game Boy, I don't.
Yeah. R-Type, all sorts of things.
Or it could be a Metroidvania style game.
Nah, I consider that platformer.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you to review what it is right now for the viewers.
Yeah.
here.
So with our 12 questions, we've heard a lot of what it's not, but what it is it's a handheld Nintendo game from 1995 through 1999 that is not Zelda.
Not an RPG.
It's not an RPG.
It is
it's
part of
not
a
a
franchise.
platformer.
It's
It
part
is
of a
part of a
franchise.
franchise.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would think with that we've got to look at either it being a shooter or it's going to be an action adventure game. So, what's your thoughts, Brandon?
I found shooter hard to believe, but we can ask.
That could be. It could also be a racer. That's very true.
Yeah.
He does like those racers.
Is it a shooter, Andrew?
I'm wondering if I could just steer you guys the right direction, because I don't think you should do more genres anymore. But it's not a shooter.
Okay.
It's not a shooter.
So we're just.
Yeah. So no more genres. That sounds.
I mean,
weird,
you would definitely lock it down if you had a genre, but it's like, yeah.
Okay. So it's part of a franchise. So let's talk about some of the franchises that were on Game Boy.
Oh, let's see. We had we already ruled Pokemon out. We ruled Zelda out.
Mm-hmm.
We had Mario games, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what else would have been?
It could be a beat 'em up.
It could be.
Maybe.
All right. So let's see. We got some good suggestions in chat here. But most everyone's talking about platformers. So it's not a platformer. Meaning, if you jump on a platform, the answer is no.
It is Nintendo. That's right.
It is Nintendo.
On the game, I'm having a feeling it's probably going to be in the realm of the Mario stuff.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like what though?
Oh, wait, was that on Game Boy though?
I don't know. I don't think so. Like, that's original Game Boy.
Which one?
Or Game Boy Color. Star Fox. That's a great suggestion, but yeah, I don't think that's it.
Maybe we need to ask if Mario's in it. Or if it's in the Mario franchise, probably better. A better question.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, is it in the Mario franchise?
Nope.
All right, so throw all your Mario guesses out. Ooh.
Yeah.
I see a lot of non Game Boy game chat.
Yeah, so let's see. I'm seeing Dr. Mario. That's a great one. I love that, but he said is not a puzzle game, so not that.
So it isn't Nintendo.
No Mario in it. So
it's
that
Nintendo
really...
game. It's not Zelda. It's not Mario.
It's franchise. Definitely a franchise.
But it is a franchise. So what other franchises does Nintendo have?
I mean, there's a good number of them. The question is what other ones? But is it necessarily a Nintendo franchise? because they got Star Wars games on theirs too.
I guess that's true. What was the question we asked? We just asked if it was on a Nintendo, right?
Yeah. Like, is it published by Nintendo? Would be maybe a good question.
Been what we should have asked.
Well, we can still ask it. We got time. So, is it published by Nintendo?
It is published by Nintendo.
Okay, so we are.
That helps none.
It helps a lot because that
means it's like
means
one of the
first party.
legit, first party legit franchise.
I know.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
It's not Mario. It's not Zelda. It's not Pokemon because the only Pokemon games that come out in that period with RPGs.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have Smash for that, right? I wouldn't think.
No, first was 64.
Nah. Game and Watch series. I like it. I don't think that's it though.
Oh, it could be though, because they did have those odd. I can't remember when those came out though. Those odd non-Game Boy Nintendo handheld things that had Game and Watch.
Yeah.
On them.
Yeah, I think we've narrowed it down though that it's Game Boy, or at least we're assuming it's Game Boy.
Uh-huh. It's just a handheld by Nintendo, so it's either Game Boy or some other. I can't remember when those oddly obscure handhelds came out.
Let's see. All right, chat. We got 5 more questions. This is published by Nintendo. This is a first-party Nintendo game. So
you can do it.
Give us some good questions, chat.
You can do it.
What is a good question?
Yeah, we got Metroid up in this piece still in play. We haven't rolled that out.
If it was sci-fi. I mean, you want to ask if it's like a sci-fi setting?
Sure.
Yeah. Is it setting a sci-fi universe?
Not sci-fi universe.
So that rules out Metroid.
Nintendo published. Ooh, I wonder if it could be. That's probably not it. Killer Instinct was also released as a rare title.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
what was it on handheld? I thought it was Super.
It was
Nintendo.
definitely on handheld.
Was it? Huh.
I don't know if that was it. Is it? We should ask if it's a fighting game just to narrow that down.
Yeah, is it a fighting game?
it's not a fighting game.
Oh god.
I mean, Vocalist has a good question.
Ask if it's a Pokemon. We've asked that a few times.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay, I didn't know.
What about Pokemon? We said RPG.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if any.
I mean, they
Pokemon.
had the other ones later, but not on the original Game Boy. They were
Yeah,
just...
so we're looking for a Nintendo published game. Yeah, Thrush, you feel my pain. This is the torture of knowing you've played the game and probably enjoyed it, but
Don't forget, guys. This came out between 95 and 99.
Mm-hmm. 95 and 99.
Should I just make these guys sweat or what? Like, you know.
Oh no, we gotta. At some point in time, we have to move it along. We're gonna die of old age before we get this, I think.
So maybe we just need to ask: Is it a Pokemon game?
It's a Pokemon game.
Pokemon.
Wow. What Pokemon game came out in the 90s that
we're seeing some stuff about Pokemon Pinball. I wonder if we should just ask that.
I mean, how many questions is?
Let's just do it. There's some momentum in the crowd.
All right, sure.
Pokemon Pinball. So
is
it Pokemon Pinball?
Yes, it's Pokemon Pinball.
Wow. So who
Good
first
job.
said that? Who first said Pokemon
Actually,
Pinball?
it's way back when. Honestly, it was way back.
Way back, someone said it.
Way back. It was more
far?
of a guess. It was more of a guess. Yeah, he said it was Riz. Riz. He said, would something like Pokemon Pinball or trading card game be considered the franchise? So, but that wasn't an absolute guess. But the first guess was.
What's our first guess? What's our first guess?
Maz says is Pokemon Pinball isn't an RPG. He kind of stated that, and then Jin said Pokemon Pinball. So it's up to you if you want to. What you want to do here?
There's 3 people. Oh man,
it was good. It was
right.
awesome. No, I'll chat. You got it first. That was good.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. Chat.
You guys are definitely a lot smarter than we are this week.
Some Pokemon pinball, man. I thought I went with the theme of
What year did that come out?
1999. 99.
It's one of
Yeah,
those on the
yeah.
cusp. You got us.
June 28th, 99. Came out on the Game Boy Color. Yep.
You got it by that much.
What an amazing game. That's such a great game. And you know the Pokemon the was it pinball's coming back with the Yoku's Yoku Island Express. Nice.
Yes. So here's what we'll do, because we've got a couple of different people throwing it around, and it's maybe a little difficult to say who actually said it first. Let's take it a little random here. So I'm gonna take.
Well, Rob is giving that away. Let's go ahead and give our little promotion stuff so we can end the pre-recorded podcast.
Absolutely.
And giveaway. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this podcast is also part of the entire gaming community of PixelPub. PixelPub is the gaming community that we, Wrath Incarnate's under. We have, Minecraft servers that we run, Ark servers that we run. We have Warframe clans. We have a bunch of games that we play, and you can find that information on our website, PixelPubGaming.com. That's PixelPubGaming.com. And you can go to the game section, check out our games. But the best way of doing that is actually going into the Discord, where 10,000 members are, close to 11,000 actually now. And so you see all the games that we have. Get involved, chat it up. And we also have a We Talk Nerd podcast channel. You can talk to us, at We Talk Nerd hosts, and talk to us, give us feedback. We love to hear from you. And then, of course, you can listen to the podcast on YouTube. Well, actually, we'll go live on YouTube after this.
Yeah.
We have
YouTube,
Google,
iTunes, Google Play, Pocket Cast, SoundCloud.
Yep, all of that.
Pretty much everything. And make sure that if you are listening to this on one of those platforms that we just mentioned, to give it a review, give it a like, give it a share, give it a follow, subscribe, whatever you can do. Tell your friends about us and just kind of spread the word and let us know how we're doing. Yeah. Much appreciated.
And if you enjoy the live live broadcast now, we do this every Wednesday around 8:15. We're a little later today, but around 8:15, and we'll have a good time doing the same thing every week. Sound good?
So that ends the pre-recorded part of the podcast. Everybody in chat, stick around for the giveaway. But everybody else at home, we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
See ya. All right, so we got the
giveaway.
All right,
chat, we're still here.
Yeah. So real quick, let's while we have an audience, let me get a little bit of some mob justice here. So we had 3 people that probably have a claim on the winning guess of Pokemon Pinball. So chat, I'm going to ask you to spam the chat with the numbers 1, 2, or 3. I have mixed up the order in which
I can do this better, by the way. I can do the Nightbot giveaway if you'd like.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just do that. So for the so were you saying for the people? Like you're gonna give away to anyone, right?
Hold on,
anyone.
I want to watch chat get spammed.
You're gonna get any? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So you want to give it away to anyone here, right? Is that right?
No, I'm gonna give it to either Maz, Riz, or Jin. Those were the 3 that came up with Pokemon Pinball.
Maz,
and
Riz,
I would like
Jin.
to. And I am reordering their names.
Maz, Riz, and Jin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you want me to choose from there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maz, Riz.
Drum roll, please, for Nightbot.
Drum roll.
Just a second. People are reset eligibility. Okay. Maz, Riz.
Thank you for spamming chat, though. I do love seeing that.
You do enjoy that, right? Like to see that.
Glows really took it far and voted all the numbers.
Okay. Jin won.
All right, congrats, Jin.
Congratulations, Jin.
Jin, message me on Discord, and I will PM you the key for Batman, the Telltale series, the first season.
All right.
And
Yay.
I am, just to be clear, I think I'm just Froham on Discord.
Yep.
So yeah, look me up on the We Talk Nerd podcast channel and shoot me a message, and I'll send it right over to you. Congratulations.
Awesome. So on this big giveaway for the Forsaken giveaway, we did have a tweet out. Because we had a everyone in the as a viewer here is the only ones eligible, I'm just going to switch it over to use the Nightbot giveaway anyway, and then you just message me, and I'll give you the information to move forward with that giveaway. So we're gonna do a keyword giveaway though, which means you have to type in the keyword. Don't type more than twice because you'll be ineligible
Screw
for
everything
that.
up.
Yeah, screw everything up.
Say it once.
But yeah, or we'll just say okay. So the keyword is 10K giveaway. The exclamation point 10K giveaway.
Go ahead and spell that out. Come on.
Yep, I got that. Yep. So just like this, exclamation point 10K giveaway. Put that in the chat now.
Copy and paste. Go for it, guys.
Easy peasy.
There should be 29 people out there saying that right
now.
Yeah,
right now. So say 10K giveaway, and then you'll be eligible. And then we'll roll it in about a minute or so. Just get everyone in there.
Yeah.
Of course, like I only did that because I want to make sure that people are active. You know, I could just roll it out of everyone, but of course we also have some staff members in here too.
Yeah.
So
sure.
People lurking in there.
Yep.
So,
for the next minute, Brandon and I are going to sing a cappella.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's special,
Serenade.
very special.
So if you hear our voices, make sure to type in exclamation point 10K giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll basically get $70 in the form of Destiny content.
if you hear their voices, just say exclamation point stop. Exclamation points, please stop. Yeah. So we have some more people. I'm just waiting on everyone to get theirs in. All right.
Little more things rolling in.
Yep.
Those are rolling at the end. It's kind of slow.
This has been a great podcast, and we
really a lot of active people.
We really enjoy the activity here, especially in a live podcast. It really adds a lot more conversation, a lot of energy that we can actually need. So I hope you come back next time, honestly. So
yeah, I hope you guys had fun. This has been fun for me for sure. I'm sure for you guys as well.
Yeah, we may not be giving away any Destiny content next week, but we'll probably give something else away too. Maybe something very similar. Yeah, in the form of similar to. In the same vein as the Batman game, we also just gave away.
Yeah.
All right.
I know I've been talking it down the whole time, but I'll be honest. That Gambit gameplay that we did at Guardian Con, that was legit. That's a fun time. So I think if you're into the PvP aspects or that particular game mode, I think you're gonna have some fun. $70 worth, who knows? But you have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So good luck, everyone. I think it's about to be announced.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, start giveaway. Here we go. We're gonna roll it. Sutherland Land Prime. There we go.
Rob, throw him one. Awesome.
Sutherland Prime.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congrats,
so
Sutherland Prime.
Just put some in the chat, and then we'll see. I'll recognize that at that point, I think. Cool. Get that. Yeah, there he is. All right. Nice. Congrats, man.
Congrats, buddy.
And I know you in Discord, so I'll DM you the information and everything. So I mean, I'm not quite sure if I can give it away at this time. I can gift it because it's in pre-order, but if we can, we'll make sure of it. And of course, when it comes out, and we can't, then I'll 100% make sure I will get it for you. All right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good stuff. Yeah. Thanks everybody for being here, and sorry if you didn't win, but there's always next time we give a lot of stuff away.
Yeah, and we're gonna make it a weekly thing to have some chat participation. So it may not be Destiny every week, but it'll be something.
Maybe t-shirts down the line or something like that one day. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
This t-shirt right now, maybe.
Not
like this t-shirt, but
the dirty unwashed shirt that he's worn. We're gonna give that one away.
Oh man! All right, it's been fun, guys.
All right, guys.
Make sure if you want to catch us next time live, make sure to drop a follow and all that good stuff. But I guess that'll be it for us. We'll see all you guys.
Relive all the good times on Google Podcasts.
Yeah. Yep. Or on the website. All the stuff's there on the website.
Thanks, guys. The gals. See ya. Bye.